let me give you an analogy, Will. Imagine, right? Your youngest one, Grace, she tired, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like kind of fussy, but not really. But it's like, she tired. And you politely lay her down and she politely falls asleep. That's what happened with this one right here. It was like he was talking and she, man,
Okay,
very
I was gonna
active.
say who put who to sleep. So it was she put him to sleep technically.
Yeah.
All right, here we
But
go.
the way she did it was so smooth. I don't even think at that moment, I don't think he was aware.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's let me I don't know when it's gonna loop, so actually I'll just refresh.
And a lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not.
It'd be nice if I unmuted this probably, huh? Yep.
And a lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question. And this for you
what
to
situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, man.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
by your wife?
I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Bryant, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I understand.
Should I play part 3 that I have too, or no? We get off that.
Let's unpack what we're starting with here.
He's so unserious. Like, what?
He's got full blown sorry to bother you white voice on.
Bro, I don't.
He's got 8 kids by 3 mamas, which is not a terrible ratio in this day and age.
No, it is terrible. I think it's okay to say that's terrible. I think we have normalized.
3? That's 2 apiece.
I think we normalized like co-parenting, and I like whatever works for you. This don't got nothing to do. This is just my opinions. I think like it's become normal for people to like have the baby and then worry about the like forever after later. So now it's like these kids are growing up in like these broken homes, and it sounds awful, but like they are broken. Like you're growing up in 2 different households, and then I feel like it's just more likely to repeat itself. Like the trauma just keeps, the pathology keeps going and going and going. And like if we as like a society are moving away from a nuclear family and like traditional values and like all of that, I guess that's one thing. But I think it's just like, it's too, I don't know.
I think
maybe it's not my place to say.
I think because he's a pro athlete, the rules do not apply.
I don't think that's fair.
Because even if he didn't want children, he's probably, women are going to try and trap him either way for the check.
But he said he just want God to bring him. That's what he said.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
Yeah, there's no defending that. Like I don't know.
And then sat back with a smile on his face and said, "I'm just taking my time." What are you talking about?
He's not taking his time. He's very active in the
What
streets.
are you talking about?
He's putting in hella work.
I think this is like an intentional attempt to lay a trap for women who also are going to try and get a check and trap him with a baby and think that they're going to be the one. He's just going to rake it in at this point.
Well, what I want to know, like, about him and the canon and, like, these people that are, like, having all these kids and want all these kids, why? What do you want all these kids for? Like, don't get me wrong, I think about my legacy, I think about what I leave behind, but eight's not enough for you? I don't understand.
Genghis Khan populated a third of the world.
But why do you...
Money is not an issue. That's like the hardest part of parenting.
But global warming is still happening. Like, there's not going to be enough resources for everybody.
I was gonna say, what global warming?
I think that, like, we have a responsibility to say enough is enough when it comes to kids.
Global warming is a fixable issue with science, and one of your kids could be the next Albert Einstein.
But you already got 8. That's enough. One of those 8 can be it. That's enough.
If I think for this situation, because Cam is an athlete, I don't know what his money look like, but I would imagine it's a good amount.
Do you guys believe him when he says he wants to be married?
Absolutely not.
No, I thought he said his fear of divorce
is lower than his fear of getting married.
You had 3 chances to do. I'm so confused about what this man really wants. I think he's just a little bit trolling.
Yeah, I definitely think he's trolling. This is like when hot girls get online and be like, oh, I look so terrible today.
They're fishing for it.
Any good men?
Mm-mm.
I don't think it's like he's not fishing. I think he's sitting in that lady's face and, like, low key. Well, I didn't watch the whole interview, and I have read that, like, they really did clip out pieces to make him kind of look awful, and that he did ask some, like, enlightening questions in the interview. But obviously, we only watched the funny parts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I think that he's really sitting in this woman's face and making it like I know more about myself because of myself, when it's like she's a doctor trying to tell you. You know what I mean?
She does seem like a judgy, pretentious doctor, though.
Low key, I feel like this might be a rollout. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
A rollout for what? She having his next baby?
No, like maybe he signed her. Maybe he started a podcast network, and then next thing you know, she pops up with her podcast, and then
I don't know, because wasn't she just did Nick Cannon too?
She's making moves.
She's gonna catch one of their babies.
Right. So she's just doing the baby maker people who are
I don't
repopulating the earth
know.
type stuff.
Well, let's. She seems concerned about this broken homes thing, but still seems judgy and pretentious. Like if the kids are doing fine, which I'm sure they are, I don't know how much.
I get the data. I understand the day-to-day aspect of it, because that is a part. I mean, you're only one man. You got 3 baby mothers, 8 kids. Day-to-day, I can see what she's talking about at that point.
Bro,
all 3 of those baby mothers should just come together and live in the same communal.
Throuple? Bro, we doing the whole
group.
I think at that point, because I've said this about Nick Cannon in the past too. Like, if you trying to convince me to be baby mama number 8 and you get me to do it, like, I have joined your cult. Like,
yeah,
I'm a part of your little light-skinned baby mom club. At that point, if you convince me to do that,
I mean, yeah. If they're willing participants, like, how much say does that? I mean, does it really matter what everybody else thinks if they're willing participants of?
I mean, are they really losing by doing that? It seems like a win.
I think they're losing, and I also think that that's another way. It's I don't even know what the phrase is, but it's like how men always say that women don't take accountability, but then men don't hold women accountable.
Hmm.
Because you saw what
If
you
you
was
were
dealing
African,
with.
you would have a different outlook on this.
That is very true.
But I'm not. I think you saw what you was dealing
You
with.
African American.
You saw the man that you chose, and like what, you thought he was gonna choose you out of all his baby moms? Like, you just next, sis. I don't know how people keep continuing to have, and then like I don't know how it's okay to like continue to want to make like partners, not partners, but like mothers out of these women, but not partners.
But this is what they want.
Rich baby daddy.
I mean, we do got to look at both sides. We can't just
That's what
blame
I'm saying.
Sam. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I think both sides need to be held accountable, because if you want to have a rich baby dad, like, you are sharing that with two other women.
Yeah, I think who really loses here is the children. It's a very
for sure.
selfish way to move.
It is.
I agree. I don't like want kids to grow up and like continue the pathology of like, oh, I could just have a baby and figure it out. Like, I think that I think they should be taught that like it's worth it to be in a relationship that works out and be in a family that's like, it's not two Christmases and it's not like your dad's side and your mom's side. Like,
I think that ship might have left the dock, but I mean, we could
I
keep
don't
hope
agree.
alive.
I'm still a nuclear family. I have traditional morals and goals, and I think there's still people that are out here moving that way. I could have had a baby as many times as I wanted to now, but I'm not doing that.
Well, that's the thing. Women pretty much have the choice of when and where to do it. So the fact that they're still doing it, it shows this. We gave them rights, and this is what they did with them.
I'm sorry, what?
Women can now have their own households. They're not stuck under men as far as like making their own money or having a bank account. So, I mean, this is what women are choosing to do. There's high divorce rates. I don't know how you can rectify this kind of thing. If they're choosing to be baby mama number 7, we have to accept that as their choice.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think the norms.
It takes two to tango.
It do.
I just think Dwayne's saying that it's almost appealing.
We got to start. Women got to start using discernment. Like, they got to be like, yo, you already got 3 baby mamas. I ain't trying to be baby mama number 4. Like, come on.
No, I just think they don't. I don't think they care.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
It's the normalcy of not caring and being number 7. They don't care. So I think it's the whole. It's more like a society thing.
And I think that starts with like self-esteem. And I think that starts with like, a baby don't keep no man, sister. This is not gonna work.
I don't know what his baby moms look like, but I'm sure they each could have had a multitude of men in their inbox or met somewhere. I'm sure they don't look bad.
No. And to be honest, getting dickmatized is crazy. It's a crazy feeling to like really be head over heels for someone, and like all the red flags are looking like green flags and checkpoints, and they telling you everything you need to hear. I'm not saying none of that, because I think everybody's been in one of those kinds of situations before. But like, when you start having multiple back-to-back babies with somebody that's like
back,
that's when it's like, are you like just delusional, or what's going on?
He's taking his time. That's all.
Exactly.
I guarantee you he's going to have at least 2 more baby mamas before he even thinks about proposing to somebody. So whoever falls for that.
And whoever he proposed to, God bless you. That's going to be tough.
I doubt he's even going to, but.
Man,
I don't think he will either.
That's another point to add to the selfish part. It's like, you want a woman, right, to accept and deal with and have relationships with these women because you're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
with like 3 to 5 baby mamas. That's a lot.
I mean, if they all worked, that would be a lot of money rolling in, but I'm sure they don't.
It's forcing. It's not forcing. I don't want to say it like that. It's cult-like behaviors.
It is.
Oh, for sure.
It's
It's
putting a lot
really-
of pressure on the woman coming in. Pause. It's
Right,
crazy.
because now I gotta love you and do like my wifely duties.
And your 8
you,
kids,
But then you
and your
have
3
kids.
baby mamas.
But them kids already got a mom. So how far do you really want me to extend myself to these kids that are not mine, but they're yours? And because I love you, they're an extension of you. Now I gotta be fake friends with these women because
that
like,
scheduling's a headache, bro.
You're not gonna want drama between your baby moms. So I gotta be fake friends.
And they're not gonna like you.
They're not gonna like you.
They're not gonna like you at all.
You gotta pretend.
That's questionable.
The only one that'll like you is the OG one. It never fails. The first one,
the first one.
But the other ones, they're gonna be jealous.
Does Derrick Rose have kids with the second woman, or is they just friends?
Now with Derrick Rose situation,
who is Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose, what?
You know Derrick Rose. Hold on. You know Derrick Rose.
Stop playing.
No, because I be knowing faces, but
look at my screen. Look at my screen. You know who he is.
Oh.
You know exactly. You know who he is. It's okay. Yeah. You just needed to see a pic. That's it. I got you.
Derrick Rose got married.
I got you.
And him and his previous, I don't know if he got married before.
Okay, so he does have kids with the second woman too.
Is this the new one?
That's the first one.
That's
okay. This is the first, and this is the second one.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Those is both his baby moms?
Yeah.
Oh no, D Rose.
I knew I was waiting.
I know. Umar would be mad, right?
Which one is the second one?
The one on the left?
The snow bunny.
She the wife.
Oh wow. Close that picture, bro. Close that out.
The one on the left is the wife, and the second one is the first baby mother. And they close too.
They get along. They do stuff
get along
together.
Great.
If it's only two, I don't see it as a issue, because like it's everybody makes mistakes. Like I know I just made this whole rant about broken homes, but like when you do the work to fix it, like when you do the work to close the family, I don't think it's a problem.
Derrick Rose figured it out, so maybe Cam need to holler at him, see what's going on.
I mean, if he cared that much, maybe he don't though.
I don't think he do, because in one of those clips he told her that he had a psychology degree or something, and it's like, here you are explaining to this woman how your lesser degree, how you know more than her, and you have a lesser degree. I just think he's unserious. I think he's trolling.
So basically, the whole time she's just calmly like putting shit into perspective, basically, and he's just going on about stuff.
I didn't see the whole thing for real.
I still didn't like her vibe from that clip. So
some of the comments said that it was enlightening. Like they said that he some of the clips did frame him to look a little wild, but like the whole conversation, he was actually like asking the right questions and like.
Here's the question.
He believes himself to be high functioning. So whatever you thought about him, he's trying to dispel that.
What's up, Joe? What's your question?
Tyreek Hill.
Who's that?
That's a mess.
You pull him up again. Hold on. I got you, Cheyenne. What's the mess?
Can you pull up Tyreek Hill's like current baby mom wife status?
I'm gonna label this already as low functioning.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Who is he though?
Yeah,
he played for the Dolphins.
I got you. You know who he is too, guaranteed.
No lie, I think he got about, and this is me guessing, 11 kids, 6 baby mothers, and like he had like 4 in a year.
Yeah, they all had at the same time or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he got a wife and she had a baby the same time his 3 mistresses had a baby. It's a lot.
You should, at this point, you should be facing charges. Like, you have to be accountable for what you're doing at this point.
He's spreading the fastest genetics on the planet.
But I think there's an irresponsibility to. There's nothing wrong with babies are miracles. Babies are beautiful. I'm not saying that, but like if you're that reckless, I feel like you're just volatile.
I will say that this is a crash out because Tyreek Hill, I think he signed for what, 200 mil? Yeah, probably like a couple weeks ago.
He's giving away a lot of that money.
He giving out, yeah.
But hey, you know, money can't buy happiness.
And he live in Miami. I know
his 10th child.
10 kids.
And he had 4 children in the last, just in this past year. In this
10, yes, 10.
He's gotta have herpes. He's gotta have it. He has to have
throw that on that like that.
He has to have it. No way you have 10
It ain't
kids.
stopping them.
That's what I'm saying. It's not stopping. One monkey don't stop no show. But I'm just saying, there's no way you're that sexually promiscuous and you don't have some kind of STD. Also,
best receiver in the league, live in Miami.
You need
that's a lot of humidity. That festers a lot of growth.
He need to face charges. He need to see somebody.
How many baby mamas you got now?
I mean, this one says 4. This was posted in July.
Having 4 kids in the same year is wild.
You have to go to sex rehab. You have to, like, just the same way we be treating crack. That is a problem.
4 kids in a year is absolutely bonkers.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Bro. I forgot all about him.
I mean, if each kid costs, you know, $300K or so to raise, you combine households, maybe you can save some money that way.
You know they ain't doing that.
$200 million. I mean, he's got it covered.
Every baby mom want their own $1 million mansion.
You got it. I got 200.
200 of them.
Crazy, bro.
I got you. And I got endorsements. Come on.
The end of his career, though, is going to be tragic because they still going to be collecting money.
Cheyenne.
Man, I don't want to
Cheyenne, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
If he was to have the same amount of babies, but with one woman, we're fine, right? There's no issue with overpopulation per se. Just a big ass family, right? It's just the baby mamas that count, really.
If you have 8 kids with one person, I think you're doing a lot, to be honest. I still have those feelings of you're doing a lot.
Okay.
But I think it is worse when it's multiple.
If you're wealthy and genetically gifted, I'm giving a pass.
Pass on the genes.
If you're the best receiver in the league,
that's evolution. We need
you
that.
can run a 4.2.
Oh, that's funny-ish.
I just think it's no knocks on big families.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm on my Dr. Umar shit. Tyreek Hill, you should impregnate Black women. All these Latinas in Miami, get some queens, bro.
Get one queen. One queen.
Sawyer Royal Oats child.
Yeah,
I know some.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't realize he had so many.